Welcome back, my amazing coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today we are stepping into one of the most surprising stories in the world of United States coins. A story that begins with something so small, so ordinary, so easy to overlook, yet so powerful that collectors today talk about it like a legend. I am talking about the Liberty 1 cent 1995 D Lincoln penny, a coin that millions of people have touched without thinking, a coin that was once just a simple everyday cent resting in pockets, dropping from cash registers, sliding into piggy banks, and now suddenly rising in value like a rocket to the sky, reaching an unbelievable market estimation of up to $322.5 million for the right rare piece under the right conditions. And as strange as this sounds, the story behind this humble little cent is so rich with history, errors, mysteries, minting chaos, overlooked details, and collector passion that by the end of this journey, you will never look at a 1 cent coin the same way again. So take a breath, settle in, because this ride is long, deep, exciting, and filled with everything that coin lovers dream about. The 1995 D Liberty penny came out of the Denver Mint at a time when billions of Lincoln cents were being produced. People think of 1995 as a year where nothing special happened for pennies, but true collectors know it was a year full of subtle minting shifts, metal stress experiments, die alignment challenges, and small operational changes that opened the door for extremely rare mistakes. And some of these mistakes created coins that would eventually shock the entire numismatic world. And when we talk about the 1995 D, we are talking about a coin that has become a legend not because every example is valuable, but because rare varieties inside the population turned into treasures that can change someone's life in a single day. The story really begins with the design. The classic face of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the elegant Liberty inscription to the left, the date 1995 standing strong on the right, and the D Mint mark resting just below it. These familiar features hide layers of minting secrets, because every single detail, from the way the metal blank was cut, to the pressure used in the strike, to the alignment of the dies, determines what type of penny comes out of the minting machine. And in 1995, the Denver facility faced extremely high production numbers, pushing the machines hard, running the presses non-stop, and whenever machines run under stress, errors come alive. Collectors began discovering strange 1995 D cents years later. Some noticed doubling, some found off-center strikes, some discovered weak mint marks barely visible, others saw rotation issues where the reverse and obverse did not line up properly, and then there were the dramatic mistakes. The extreme off-metal strikes, the wrong planchet errors, the missing letters, the clogged dies, the die breaks creating cracks across Lincoln's portrait or across the memorial building on the reverse. Each one of these errors took a simple 1 cent coin and turned it into a unique artifact, a piece of accidental art that the mint never intended but collectors crave. One of the most powerful mysteries of the 1995 D penny lies in the rare doubled die varieties that some believe escaped the Denver Mint. While the Philadelphia doubled die is well known, certain Denver examples with unusual doubling effects on Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date have been reported by collectors in private sales and closed auctions, showing ghost-like shadows around the letters and numbers, the kind of doubling that happens when dies shift between strikes. These pieces do not appear often, and when they do surface, they create waves of excitement because doubling on a 1995 D is so uncommon that any confirmed example instantly becomes worth a fortune. Now let's talk about the enormous valuation. When collectors speak of the 1995 D Liberty penny reaching up to $322.5 million, they are not talking about ordinary coins. They are referring to a single perfect storm, a coin with significant error, extreme rarity, outstanding condition, and a unique historical story attached to it. Coins that reach this kind of legendary price are often tied to extraordinary features such as being struck on the wrong metal planchet, like a silver planchet or foreign coin blank, or having dramatic misalignment paired with doubled elements, or containing an exceptionally large die break that resembles a unique pattern. A coin can also skyrocket in value if it is the only known example of its type, creating what collectors call a once-in-a-lifetime anomaly. And condition plays one of the biggest roles. If a 1995 D Liberty cent with a major error appears in a high mint state grade, especially above MS 67 or MS 68, something extremely rare for pennies of that era. Its value multiplies instantly. High grades preserve the story of the coin, the luster, the strike clarity, the untouched surfaces, the full details of Lincoln's face, even the fine lines of the memorial columns. When era plus rarity plus grade combine into the perfect mix, the price can reach unimaginable levels. The numismatic market today is more competitive than ever. Collectors from around the world, digital auction platforms, private investors, history enthusiasts, and rare coin hunters are constantly searching for these unusual Denver 1995 pennies. Some high-end collectors are known for paying enormous amounts for coins that represent a turning point in U.S. minting history, especially coins that were previously thought to be impossible. The moment a coin develops a story that no other coin shares, that moment it becomes priceless. And that is exactly why certain 1995 Liberty cents have reached legendary status in private deals, quietly exchanging hands for amounts that sound unreal but are absolutely real within the advanced collector world. The Denver Mint in 1995 also experienced varying metal quality between batches, and this opened the door for planchet defects. Some coins came out with tiny gas bubbles under the surface due to improper mixing of metals, others with lamination peels where thin layers of copper separated from the coin. Some planchets were slightly overpolished, giving them unusual reflective appearances. A few were struck with soft edges due to worn collar dies. These planchet issues combined with striking errors created once-in-a-century pieces. And then there is the fascinating case of the partial collar 1995 cents, where the coin was only partially held by the collar during the strike, leading to warped edges, expanded rims, or unusual shapes that make the coin look like it melted while being struck. These dramatic physical distortions turn the penny into a rare minting accident, worth thousands, sometimes tens of thousands depending on the extremity. Every collector dreams of finding one of these pieces in circulation, in old jars, in forgotten drawers, inside boxes of inherited coins, or among pocket change from decades ago. The idea that a single 1995 penny sitting unnoticed for 30 years could suddenly be revealed as a multi-$100 million rarity is a dream that excites everyone from beginners to professionals. And it is this hope, this possibility, this thrill of discovering the unknown that keeps the 1995 Liberty penny rising in fame. As we move deeper into the coin story, we cannot ignore one of the biggest reasons for its legendary value: the rarity of its extreme era types. For example, there are documented reports of 1995 pennies struck off center by as much as 50%, revealing only half of Lincoln's face while the rest becomes a blank metal oval. There are coins where the reverse is totally missing due to a dropped strike. There are coins where the D mint mark appears doubled or shifted lower than its usual position, caused by manual punching variations. There are pieces where the reverse memorial building is deeply distorted from die fatigue. And there are also spectacular broad strikes where the metal expands beyond its normal boundaries, making the coin larger than standard size. Each of these era styles contributes to the explosive value of ultra-rare specimens. The magic of the 1995 Liberty penny also lies in the emotional connection people have with it. This coin belongs to the era when many people were young, when everyday life involved using cash and coins constantly, when the Lincoln cent was part of daily habits. People attach memories, stories, childhood savings, family experiences, and personal nostalgia to this coin. When nostalgia mixes with rarity, prices rise even faster. Now, when we talk about the current market value of an extraordinary 1995 with rare errors, the number $322.5 million is not random. It reflects the evolving trends of elite numismatic investors who pay for ultimate exclusivity. The rarest coins on Earth sell not because of what they cost to produce, but because of what they represent: impossibility made real. The 1995 penny with extreme error represents one of the rarest combinations of minting conditions ever documented for the modern era. And when only one or two examples exist, collectors begin bidding wars that push prices higher than anyone expects. The significance of this coin continues to grow every year. As time passes, more coins are lost, destroyed, used, damaged, or thrown away. That means the surviving rare specimens become even rarer.